and welcome to Daily Ad Brief. My name is Greg Kirkham, and this is Marketing and Beyond. Today I'm interviewing Melih Oztalay from SmartFinds Marketing. Melih, welcome to the show.
Nice to be on the show, Greg.
Now, I'm excited to be able to hear more about your company. You're a 35-year-old award winning marketing agency, so I absolutely had to have you on my show. What would you say has given you that leading edge with your clients? What's your special sauce?
Well, it's kind of interesting if you think about the special sauce. You bring up an interesting topic because I happen to post a message or a reply in LinkedIn today that I think answers your question. You cannot be in marketing under any circumstance, even if you go back 40 years ago, without knowing that things are going to change. And so when I started the digital group in 94, as you can imagine, we had a lot of fun during the 1990s. One of the things that we learned very quickly is everything changes all the time. So with that in mind, especially after 2010, when I started to become an industry author, guest speaker, and a subject matter expert in the industry, one of the things I talk about a lot are my 4 A's of digital marketing. And so if you think about the secret sauce, I think that's what this would be, meaning that you have to anticipate change. You need to accept change, which I find very difficult, which a lot of my fellow baby boomers find difficult. You need to adapt to the changes, and then you need to adopt those changes. And as long as you're able to do that in a timely fashion, then the secret sauce is that you can glide through marketing, advertising, and digital marketing, the industry as a whole, relatively easy. Where it becomes difficult with, so like I said before, I hate bashing my fellow baby boomers, but they tend to be the biggest problem in this situation. And so the issue is that if you decide that you don't want to accept the changes, that you're going to turn around and fuss, fume, and just sit back and say, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore." Well, you fall behind against your competition. You fall behind in the industry. Trying to catch up becomes literally twice as hard. You're better off. Don't fret, fuss, and fume. Move forward. Accept the fact that this is going to happen, and budget accordingly.
Definitely, yeah. And it's interesting that you say change because, as you and I know, there have been a ton of changes over the past 2 years. Whether it includes updates that many marketers were not prepared for at all, or if the strategy simply wasn't adopted to the new environment or adapted to it. What would you say have been the most drastic changes you've seen over the past 2 years for your business? And where do you see it going in the next two?
So, in the last couple of years, I will tell you that artificial intelligence has become a significant tool when it comes to marketing, uh, any level of marketing, as far as the digital world is concerned. I think that has had the biggest impact. It's a good impact, it's not a bad impact. It has evolved, it has matured at a level that I think is valuable. We've already started to use AI in our client projects. There's just no way of getting around it. We're not on the one hand, you're trying to be efficient, you're trying to be effective. On the other hand, you have to make sure that you're gathering enough data to make decisions, and more importantly, using AI, let's say on websites, etc. Um, that has probably been a significant element. And if you gave me another hour, I could keep talking on that. So I'm going to stop there. But let me move on from there and answer the other half of your question, which is what's happening as we move forward. And what you're going to find is, first of all, we're going to find that 5G is going to have a significant impact. Again, it's a change. It's not a bad change. It's going to be a good change. We have more bandwidth. We're going to be able to do more, especially over mobile. And I think it's just a matter of embracing the fact that these types of capabilities are going to exist. Another element I think everybody's going to find interesting is this environment of metaverse. Where metaverse is the new social media. Okay, it's a different form of social media. There's going to be other factors that go into it. I think those are all going to change the way we manage and create marketing campaigns. But again, these are all good things, because if you go back to the 1980s when we were using 300 baud modems connecting to bulletin boards at those days, which was the first form of social media marketing, you wouldn't have
Oh, yeah.
thought that we would have had the Twitters and the Facebooks and the MySpaces of the world today. So for everybody who's gotten used since 2007 to this concept of your Facebooks, your Twitters, your LinkedIns, and so on and so forth being social media marketing of some level of a norm, I'm suggesting to you, you need to change the norm now and embrace the metaverse, because that's going to be the next level. Now, that next level will happen to include e-commerce and a variety of other elements that I think are going to be important, especially your blockchains, your cryptos, NFTs, social elements. All these things are going to kind of converge inside of the metaverse. That's where you're going to be at over the next few years.
And especially, you want to be in front of the customer or in front of the client. And if that's where they are, you want to be present. You want to be a consistent figure there.
Exactly. And everybody's going to, just like everybody flocked to MySpace, they're going to flock to the metaverse too.
Well, we are just about out of time, but it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you so much for
Okay.
coming on, Melih. If you would like to learn more about SmartFinds Marketing and what they've been up to, visit dailyadbrief.com.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.